Hey everybody, welcome back to another Kevin's Kreations here on Geektopia Island. I'm Kevin.
I'm Cardwell.
And we're back today to showcase another deck of Wanderer for Force of Will. And it's a fun deck that Cardwell actually made for our tournament that we had here. So we're going to show off his deck. It's pretty cool. It's one of his favorite rulers, if not his favorite ruler.
Oh yeah.
And it's got a lot of weird interactions in it. And it brings back an older ruler like I did, but it has a whole bunch of new twists on it.
Yeah, with the new expansions on all that. And as he said, it's my favorite, but favorite doesn't mean good. But
Yeah.
We'll see how to make it better, though.
But yeah, it is called From Dusk Till Simp, so it's a great deck. But before we get into it, guys, remind you that we do have a Patreon. The link is down below. Go check it out. It just takes it out to give us some love and support. We greatly appreciate it. In our Patreon, you'll find access to our videos early. You'll find access to our Discord and all the other fun perks that we have in there. So go check it out, guys.
And also remind you that we do actually have a Force of Will deck builder app. Hey, I actually made this deck from it. And it's called FoW Grimoire. And you can just download it on Apple and Android. And there is a free version which lets you build your first 2 decks for free. And you can also send those decks through email and text and all that fun stuff.
It's super nice, super convenient.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's get simping. All right, so the ruler is the Dusk Girl. And for those that don't remember her, she is like the Nyarlathotep, the Cthulhu chick, but just in a different way.
In a universe, technically, right?
Yeah.
In the story.
So, the Dusk Girl. She is a fairy tale ruler. Judgments for 1 black. Place ability only if you have no cards in your hand. So that's the main thing of her. She's about null.
Yeah.
Pay an energize is red and a black. And then pay a red, discard a card. This card deals 500 damage to target Resonator. This card deals 7 if it's a dinosaur that you discard. We're not really worried too much about that, but it is nice being like 1 red, discard a card, deal 5. Just kill whatever you want. And now, we're all 1/1s or 4/4s. It's pretty nice.
It works.
And then she judgments into a 10/2 with swiftness, imperishable, precision, and first strike. That's a lot of abilities on one ruler.
On one little guy.
And then damage cannot be prevented. And then whenever a J Resonator that was dealt damage by this card, this turn is destroyed. Recover this ruler. Or recover this card. This ability triggers only once per turn. And then pay a red. This card deals +2 or gains +2/+0 until the end of the turn. So when she judgments for 1 black, you're like, cool, kill that dude, untap, take 10.
Yeah.
And if you have extra mana, you're just like pump into it because I can.
Yeah, just that bigger dude. Oh, you pump them? Well, I'll pump her, kill it. Yeah, very fun, very awesome. Whenever, especially during the tournament, like you get to what? Untap? Just immediately like punch something in the face, untap, and probably punch something else in the face. Just clear that board as much as possible. Yeah. That or call a stone, because if you're like me, you get greedy really quick and you want to flip her as soon as possible.
Yeah.
First Resonator, of course, is one of the new favorite best cards of the whole game. Wall of Terror. It is a 1 blue 0/8. Discard a card. You and target entity gain barrier until end of turn. No, this card gains +4/+4 barrier and Bane. It's unstoppable.
Yeah, so this card in this deck is insane because it allows you to do so much with the ruler. So it helps you do her judgment when you need to. So you're like, cool, discard whatever I need, and then you're already going to have no cards in hand, so it gains Bane barrier itself, and then you give the ability to protect Homegirl whenever you draw a new card next turn. Yeah. It's nuts how strong that card is.
Super good.
We also have Imaginary Dagon, which is a black and a blue. For a 6/6, discard a card. This card gets +4/+4, and then null, it gains flying, and this card does damage to your opponent. They discard a card. This is also another discard outlet if you need to use it. Wall of Terror is better, and by far the one you always want to go for.
For sure.
But if you need another way, this is another way.
If you aggressively discard or mulligan your hand to 5 and you still can't get that Wall of Terror, then this guy will do. For sure. Next one, of course, is Invisible Terror. It's 2 black and 1, 7/7. Null at the end of turn. If this card is in your graveyard, put it in the field rested, and that's either turn. So just discard this guy as soon as possible.
Yeah, and it's helpful because you're already doing that to get null, so you might as well, and you get a free dude.
Yeah, and hopefully the one time I was able to get 3 of them at once, so it's pretty nice.
Sky Ruler of the Demonic World. He is a 2 blue and 1 for a 20/20 with flying. This card gets -4/-4 for each card in your hand. Null, you may play this card from your graveyard. So again, we're getting extra value from the graveyard on null. And you're going to be null like almost always because your ruler has to be. So this card's going to just be like a 4/4 or like a 20/20.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like a 16/16 or a 20/20.
Something like that. Yeah,
kind of nuts.
Pretty close to that. And the fact that like the old creatures were kind of just very crappy because they got abilities for null. But I try to make it where all these creatures have abilities in the graveyard to use again. Of course, and I do believe, yeah, that is all the Resonators. The next one is Phantasmal Scarlet. It is 1 black chant. Target J Resonator loses all abilities until end of turn, then destroy it. That's all. You just need that. You just need J Ruler kill as soon as possible.
Next is a Voice from the Void. It is 1 blue, quick cast chant, remnant, draw a card, and then Null, you may play this card without paying its cost. So again, we're getting extra value out of Null because you're just drawing free cards.
This with Wall of Terror and protecting your dudes is a must and a beautiful way to trick people.
Yeah.
Because no one sees that coming for the first time at least.
Yeah.
Next one is Beatrice Cursed. It's a black and a blue chant. Your opponent bashes the Resonator. If this card was played from a graveyard, draw a card and has no remnant. So discard it, play it, draw an extra card from it. Super solid. It keeps you going.
Bloody Break is the red and a black quick cast, destroy target J Resonator. If this card is awakened, choose a stranger. We're not doing any of that. It's 2 mana kill a dude, and it kills a J/Resonator, which is what you kind of need.
Yeah, for sure. Next one is Dark Prominence. It's a black and a red quick cast, destroy target J Resonator your opponent controls. That's all. That's all.
Yeah. Again, we're having J Ruler kill because that's what she needs.
That's all we really need.
You just need things out of your way. So you're like, hey, cool, I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Next is Inferno. It is 1 black and 1 red for chant. Choose one. Your opponent banishes non-magic stone, non-J Ruler entities until they control the same number as you do. Your opponent discards cards until they have the same number of cards in your hand as you do. And your opponent loses life until you have the same amount of life as you do. And then Fallen, if we don't have Fallen, but with Wall of Terror, this card is insane because you're like, cool, put this on the stack in response, Wall of Terror, all my stuff away. And they have to discard to 0 cards.
Now we both have no hands.
Yeah. It's insane because this card's so strong. You're just, and if you're losing, you're like, cool, we go back to the same board state. So nothing.
Exactly. Next one is Space-Time Anomaly. It's a black and a blue quick cast remnant. Target J Resonator gains -5/-5 until end of turn. Draw a card. Kills a dude and you just replace it. It's super good.
Yeah.
And you get to do it.
Remnant is the deck because you're playing all the things you can from the graveyard. That's what you do, and it's just super good for that. Magic Stone of Dark Depths, which is the black-blue stone. Magic Stone of the Hearth's Core, which is the red-blue. Scorched Bales, which is the black-red. And then Magic Stone of the Demonic World, which is the add a black or produce a red-blue. Spin this only to play multiple attributes that have no other color other than red, black, or blue. So it's for like the Space-Time and the Beatrice's Curse and all those. If it has red, black, or blue in it, you can play it.
Yeah.
And it's a really good stone for that kind of thing. Because it gives you multiple options that you're guaranteed, but only for those certain cards.
Exactly. And while playtesting it helps so much. Because everything doesn't have a color list that has multiple colors, so it works for every single ones I needed.
Yeah. But overall, the deck was super fun. He did pretty good with the deck. There's a lot more to Wonder format than this deck is able to like deal with, kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're learning that as we go, but we've never really played Wonder that much. We're getting into it, so just know that. But overall, it's a fun deck.
We'll get better for sure.
But yeah, the deck list will be down below, guys. Check it out and let us know what you think down below. We'll see y'all again next time.
Goodbye.
Later. Make sure you hit that like button, guys, and subscribe to our channel. It would greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure you hit that bell to stay up to date on any of the notifications for our channel. And lastly, make sure you give us all the comments down below, and we'll make sure we get them.
And just to remind you that we do have a Patreon. It only takes $1 to subscribe. But for those Mythic and above patrons, we like to give you a super thanks, and that would be Ryan and Magic Dragon Games. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
We love you.